What do you make of President Ruto's trip to the US?
Wow. I think it is something, it's an indictment on Rigathi Gachagua. You remember when Rigathi Gachagua went to the US, part of his prayers to Kenyans in the US is to inform the leadership of the United States about the situation in Kenya, which according to him was very bad. According to him, healthcare in Kenya had failed. According to him, President William Ruto was a dictator that should not be listened to anywhere in the world. He even went ahead to request the United States to impose sanctions on the person, individual person of President William Ruto. But now, the president's visit to the United States has exposed his lies, has demonstrated to Kenyans that the United States and other senior countries in the world have confidence in the person of President William Ruto to an extent that he was invited there, almost as the top leader in the region, to be a witness and a guarantor of the peace process in Congo. That is not all. President William Ruto has also secured for this country billions of shillings to provide sustainable healthcare reforms in the region, and even gone ahead to ask the president to teach other members of the region and the world on how to implement sustainable healthcare in the world. I think President William Ruto has scored more than he has ever done before, because besides all this, I listened to the Secretary of State Rubio also request the president to go teaching other countries how to implement sustainable development. Trump himself faced President William Ruto and requested him to be a guest of the United States during the Olympics in the United States. Such things you don't get if you are an ordinary leader, if you are a dictator, if you are corrupt. You don't get such from the United States president. You can't get. So I think President William Ruto has shown Kenyans what leadership is all about. But remember also, my brother Rigiji has been proved to be a liar. He has been proved to be a person who just talks, because he's exploiting the fact that majority of Kenyans are uninformed about international politics, are informed about many issues that he talks about, telling lies which they don't know, because they believe in him because of his status in society, and partly because some of the people who believe in him without questions are people from his community.
Now, a few days ago, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua said that during the 2027 elections, all seats in Nairobi are going to be DCP seats. What did you make of that statement?
You know, Rigathi Gachagua is not trying to win Kenyans. Rigathi Gachagua is trying to please his community to take him as their ultimate and supreme leader. And he has discovered that you can only do that if he employs utmost tribalism. This is tribalism that he is using that the other members of his community are not doing. Because when you come and tell a congregation in the city and you speak to them in your mother tongue without caring that is a church that is cosmopolitan, and telling them that all the seats in Nairobi will go to one community led by you, and you are telling them that any other person that is going to be in coalition with your political party will get nothing out of the city, that is the height of ukabila. But remember, I have told you that Rigathi Gachagua is not interested in Kenya. He's not interested in convincing Kenyans to support him. He's interested to capturing his community, making them his slaves, and determining who they elect and who they don't elect. And I think he's copying what Raila was to the Luo community, where anybody who wants to get elected had to speak to him well, and you know what speaking to him well meant in this country. And I think that is Rigathi Gachagua newfound business where he wants to make money and become rich. He's going to sell elective positions in Nairobi and Central Province to them. But I have seen they are not going to allow him, because those people know what the Luo community went through under a kingpin who never cared about democracy within the community.